Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, we return to the harrowing yet hopeful journey of Diep and CEO James. A love story forged by betrayal, tested by power, and bound by an unbreakable bond of loyalty. Behind the boardroom battles and bloody revenge lies something much stronger, a love that not only weathered storms but also learned to dance in the rain. After days of relentless threats from John, his former ally turned ruthless enemy, James was forced to make a painful decision. To protect what was left of his family, he sent his young son abroad, hidden in his mother's arms. Ironically, the very woman who once opposed Diep now became the last line of defense for the child born from that love. The pain of separation cut through James like a knife, but he knew there was no other way. As for Diep, she was not sent away but was entrusted to the care of a powerful uncle, a man with deep ties to the underworld. In James' mind, no one dared to cross that threshold, but he was wrong. John is no longer acting alone. Backed by Father, a man whose influence extends to every corner of the corporate and criminal world, John launches a brutal attack on James' company. Supply lines are cut off, public confidence is shaken, and shareholders begin to lose faith. Then comes the most devastating twist. John discovers Diep's location. And this time, it's not about work, it's about personal matters. John wants to take away from James the person he holds most dear. A trap has been set. A secret kidnapping is planned. But when John learns that Diep is with the parents of a feared underground crime lord, he stops. Even he knows better than to rush into a tiger's den. Now, he's watching. Waiting. Planning. While the outside world rages with betrayal and violence, Yi finds refuge not in a fortress, but in a humble country house. The elderly couple, who guard one of the most dangerous figures in the criminal underworld, treat her not as a guest, but as their own daughter. In return, Yi gives them everything. She rises early to cook, quietly tends their abandoned garden, and brings fresh fruit to the village market, not for herself, but to feed the people who have taken her in. She buys gifts for their timid grandson, and herbal medicines for their aging bodies. Yi, once trapped by cold stares and cruel judgments, becomes a gentle light in the darkness. Every act of kindness, every quiet gesture, rebuilds what has been shattered, both inside her and around her. Then fate intervened again. One afternoon, while returning from the market in the setting sun, Diep saw a woman lying on the side of the road. She rushed to help, not knowing that the stranger was her ex-mother-in-law, the same person who had once driven her away from James's world with such cruel words. Now, the woman looked up weakly and pale into the eyes of the daughter-in-law she had once despised. "Deep," she whispered, "no bitterness. No blame. Only compassion. I never hated you," Diep said softly, handing her the money wrapped in a handkerchief. "I only wish you well." And then she walked away, leaving behind not only a stunned woman, but a soul transformed by forgiveness. Far away, James is fighting another battle, struggling to keep his team spirit together, haunted by Diep's absence. Desperate, he makes a bold decision. He calls an old friend, Tung. Tung, who once loved Diep secretly, has left everything behind to escape their troubled past. But upon hearing her name, he answers without hesitation, "I'll be on the next flight." What follows is a reunion, tense, wordless, but united by a common purpose. They don't need to say much. This is no longer about old wounds. It's about Diep. Tung devises a dangerous plan: pretend to be a traitor, infiltrate John's network and destroy it from within. The stakes are high. One wrong move and Diep could lose her life, but Tung doesn't blink. He is no longer a man filled with regret. He is a man with a mission. As the dust of the conflict began to settle, James could wait no longer. He drove for hours through winding roads, chasing only one destination, Diep, and then he saw her, crouching in a rain-soaked garden, cutting grass for the buffalo. Her conical hat hid her face. Her shirt was soaked, but to him, she had never looked so radiant. "James?" she said, her voice rising in disbelief. They ran. Not a word, just laughter in the rain. A field, a smile, the sound of hearts finding each other again. Then James brought her a surprise, not a gift, but a miracle. Diep's son, whom she had not seen for months, ran into her arms. Clung to her neck, sobbing. "Mommy, I miss you so much." Behind them is her ex-mother-in-law, now filled with regret and gratitude. Three generations, once torn apart by judgment and pain, are now united by love. In a peaceful country house, peace is no longer a dream. It is real, tangible, made. But somewhere far away, in a corner where there is no salvation, John is still watching. And waiting. Another plan is being put into action. This one is even more ruthless than the first. Because some men don't stop when they lose. They burn everything down. Will James and Diep's love survive the next shock? Will Tung's mission succeed or destroy everything? The storm isn't over yet. It's just begun.